Go. Sweetie!
115, Mike 15. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check. Fresno.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 64 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Their own 22-yard line.
Check, 59. Pick me up. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Middle. Switch. Check safety. He's checking.
On 1st down, it's Waters. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm not ready. 59 is Mike. 59 is Mike. Check. 59. I'm coming. Check 3. Chance.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
3rd down. 3rd and 15.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Jet bomber.
Mike 5'9".
On play action, Allen. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Wentz not going to take the snap here. Instead, he turns and calls a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. That it all came together. And I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Ram. Joker. Right, fellas. Ram. Mike's 15.
Now Wentz. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Here we go. 20.
An 8-yard loss on the play.
Sunday.
Now 3rd down.
Back one time now, defense. 15's the mic. 15.
14. 82. 14.
It's a party now.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Let's go, D.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Deron Payne. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Mike. 59. Switch up. Check 52.
They'll run on 1st down. Waters. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
General West.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Deontay Johnson, 39 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
74, 74.
115. 115.
Wentz going to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Mike's 15.
6-6. Pull it high. Hang in there now.
Wentz now on first down. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run it here with Gordon. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. These two teams all tied after one. Here's Wentz to throw. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. Cooper was the intended target. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Watch the screen.
Now Allen. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 24. Check 24.
Hey, exit.
51's the Mike. Hey,
Alert.
I'm coming.
Let's go.
To throw, it's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
Alert, alert, alert.
51's the Mike, boy. 51. Time to go. Night. Shift.
Go.
After the sack on first down, Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
Hey, hold on.
Check, 59. Hey. Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
You must be dreaming.
Kill. Check 50.
Half. 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
The Cowboys take over first and 10.
Baby, let's
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
To try again after the sack. Wentz, credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's get off the field. Big Ed. Off.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on third down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
59. Check, 59. It's just, hold. It's just me and you. Kill.
On first down, it's Waters. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, yeah.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down now, it's Waters. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
Penny, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more last time.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Right, fellas, right. Let's go. Hey, Mike's 15. Mike's.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. This is Gordon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
The tackle made by a gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Niners take over at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
He's coming, double up.
Half 85.
Watch the slant.
61. What's that?
Allen off the play fake. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
San Francisco.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You.
Check 13. Check 13.
Back. Rush in.
Gun.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Here's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Pick it up. Pass it. Half. Check. We got it.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got it at the 15. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
56.
They'll keep it on the ground. Waters. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Switch. Check. Crunch.
Check 9.
On third down, it's Waters, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Waters, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 37-yard line.
Mike. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Shit. Shit. Watch the shit.
Protein spill.
Watch the shit.
They'll try the left side. It's Waters. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. They gonna need some therapy after this. 59 Mike. 59 Mike. Check. 59. Check.
Come on.
To the air, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Intercepted. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Throwing his Wentz. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Check 43.
They'll run on 1st down. Waters. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
That's what I do. Well,
Watch out. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Spine.
On 2nd down, it's Waters. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
That's what
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Now we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go, Great.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that he dreamed of this. How about this for your debut? 2nd sack in the opener.
Yeah, it's great to get 1. That's memorable. 2? Hello.
Well, he dreamed about it. He thought about it. Did he ever expect it to happen? Probably not.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Louis!
Cut! Jim!
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
At the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges.
Throwing now is Allen. He gets this one to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On 2nd down now, it's Waters, and he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go, Mike. Hey, let's go. Check tight. Middle. Check 31.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but now it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Niners on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Check. Fresno. Under 10. 10.
Here's Allen to throw it. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And this one is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Get him! Watch the safety.
Down and man inside. Down and man.
Check safety.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Mike 55.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th. And that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Waters, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Hey, Miami! Watch the twist. Showing it. Check three.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Waters. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
51's the mic. Check.
To throw on 3rd down. Allen. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Undercut.
4th down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. It's a gain of 16 in the Dallas 1st down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, go. 180. You can't block me. You can't block me. Kill.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, foxtrot.
Here I come.
Check right. Watching your phone.
Working from the gun. Wentz going up top. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Run.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Like 15.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to solve.
Doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Alert!
Mike 55. Here we go. Mike 55. Mike 55. I'm coming.
Now Allen. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Allen now has hit on just 7 of 17 passes, 41%.
Check it back. Check it back.
Stop.
From midfield, here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
They're on to the fourth quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And it's the Redskins that have now taken the lead there late. A win would be their second on the young season. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That goes for a gain of 31. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Alert! Go!
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, they're scared.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it, and it's 24-17.
Cowboys 24, 49ers 17.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
You got nothing. Hatchet. 49.
Now Gordon on first down. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Nice 15.
Rip 5-2. Come here. I'm bringing it to you.
15's the mic.
Wentz to throw. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Cowboys, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.